Oh, wait. There we go. Hi.
Ah!
Hi, and welcome to Unboxed Politics, the political review show.
You got to do your own air horns.
I got to do my own air horns, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go. Air horns. I am Tim. This is the Unboxed Politics, the political review show, where we talk about reviewing videos. And all right, first, before we get to that,
Boo! Worst open ever.
I feel disillusioned.
before we get to that, I have a mini rant.
Oh, okay.
Mini? Just a mini?
A mini rant.
Okay.
My car is none of your fucking concern. It's in my garage.
I have a rant about Mini Coopers.
No.
They're too small.
And who the hell is Cooper?
Who's Cooper? And why is he
Probably-
building cars?
Probably a slave owner.
Did they name the car after a little person
No.
named Cooper?
I think the city is called Minnie.
Oh, okay.
You guys
Okay.
get distracted easily.
Anyway,
Who
rant.
said that?
I am disgruntled.
Mm.
I have had a bad experience,
Oh boy.
and the internet needs to know.
Burger King.
Okay.
No one, and I mean no one, involved in the process of buying or selling a house knows what the fuck they're doing.
How dare you, sir?
Not the realtors, not the people who underwrite mortgages, not the lawyers who are involved.
How very dare you?
Not one of them can do their job properly.
Says
Okay.
you.
It sounds like you have a bad realtor.
Does. It really does.
Everything.
Bad
Uh,
everybody.
We closed on a house today, so this is like the last official broadcast of inside the house I'm currently in. Next time you see me, it'll be in a different location.
In the arms of the angels.
2 days ago, our lawyer called us and said, "Hey, you guys are all set. You're clear. You're clear to close on the house. When do you want to close?
How about closing day?
How about the day that's in the contract?
Maybe.
You're a lawyer.
Maybe that day.
Maybe the day that we were supposed to close. At the time, we were supposed to close."
He's just trying to be flexible for you. It sounds like you're mad about that.
It's called the weave.
Duck and weave.
Also, the realtors on the other side, the people, the selling realtor, they thought the closing day was tomorrow.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Even though we all got the same contract.
Perhaps they were using a different calendar, the Gregorian calendar.
And technically, you don't have to close with the other people at the same time. It can be done separately.
Right, but they all thought we thought at different days it was happening
Ah.
when on the same day it was in the contract that we all signed. And before this, we had agreed on an amount to close the
Mhm.
house on, an amount that we would pay at closing. And
No.
the underwriter came back with an amount that was much higher than that we had not agreed to.
But maybe
Because
you'd agree to it later after you saw it.
because they didn't know how to do their job. Because they included an amount that we had already paid.
Sounds fair.
Maybe you want to pay it again.
Do it.
Went well. Why not?
Throw in a
It-
kidney.
I don't know if this is like this in other countries, but the American home buying and selling process is just one big grift.
No.
What? Why would
You-
you think that?
Why would you say that?
You're
Tim.
getting
Yeah.
taken for everything.
You know what is a bigger grift of the home selling and buying process? If you're selling a house, you have to have it inspected by a home inspector.
Yes.
You don't share that report with the buyer. They have to pay separately to have it inspected themselves if they want to know anything.
Oh, Mark, how wrong you are. In the process of selling our current house, that happened. We had the person who's buying our house inspected it. And they got the inspection report, and their realtor, for no particular reason, gave that report to our realtor.
Oh,
And then
Okay.
we got the full report, which is not supposed to happen. We didn't pay for it.
You won.
You beat them.
This entire process has been absurd from top to bottom. We paid someone to do an appraisal on our house. We paid him a lot of money to come by our house and take a few pictures. And he forgot parts of the house and he's like, "Can you guys do it for me?" I'm like, "No. We paid you money to do it."
All the roads are filled with ice and snow. Can you take the pictures? I know it's May.
He's like, "I forgot to take pictures of certain areas." It's like, "Why?" "Well, you were here. It's your job to take all the pictures. That's all you do is take pictures and then guess at the value of our house."
$10 million.
Well,
You picked a bad
$1,
realtor.
Yeah.
So I would say that our realtor is pretty good, but everyone else in the process, very
Dropping
bad.
the balls. Ball droppers.
Very bad.
Yeah, but isn't your realtor the one that puts you in touch with each of those other people?
Not all, but
So they should be putting you in touch with somebody that's better qualified on
yes,
wherever
I'm
they can.
I'm not in. None of these people are getting good reviews from me.
I don't know why.
I would not recommend them. Anyway, the American home buying process is a grift. And the interest rates are too expensive. If don't buy a home, it's too expensive right now. I was a fool.
Live in space.
I'm never moving again. I will never get a rate as good as I have now.
I feel that, but I still feel like I'm going to move soon. So
I'm buying Ollie's old place.
you're welcome to it.
Nice. $10.
Canadian dollars.
I tell you what, for the first couple of years you're here, Mikey, I'll even stay on the lease with you. That way I'm still renting it. And you can pay my rental lot fees instead of the new rental lot fees.
The new guy fee.
Yeah.
The hay sucker fee.
That'll save you a couple $100 a month right there.
Damn.
You wanted to
My
move?
landlords want me out. Right? I own the house, but I rent the land. So the landlords want me out of here because I've been here for 13, 14 years and prices were great then. They get like 5 times as much for this lot now.
Never leave.
They're like, yo, keep putting the manure over by his house.
Yep.
I know the mulch is going to go on the opposite side, but just store it upwind from him.
Well, Ollie, have you paid it off?
The house is paid off, yeah.
Just rent that bitch, but keep everything else in your name.
There's a lot to that.
I know, but
I've considered that.
You guys get distracted easily.
Hi, and welcome to Unboxed Politics.
Tim fucking open this door. I don't know what you're talking about.
The real estate speculation podcast.
That was my first half of my rant this morning because I didn't have Tim on the headliners because he was busy having fun with all these people. But yeah, I talked about how 3 companies own, 80,000 homes in Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was watching that actually.
Is it private equity?
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
Seems fair.
Private equity fucking owns everything. We have a great show in store for you tonight.
How great is it?
It's such an array of talented folk who we're watching clips of.
Wow.
All right.
Do you guys want the good news first or the bad news?
Well, we got 4 clips, so why don't we do the good clip third?
Yeah, all right.
Let's get all the trash out of the way.
Do you want to start with like the worst? Do you want
Yeah.
to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Just bring it in. Just come on. Just
all right.
while I'm still buzzing here.
Mush.
Before this
New
weird
headset,
talk.
Tim or Mark?
I found
Oh my god.
double pineapple.
Oh my god. Why did we just say that out loud?
This is the most fermented of pineapple.
He looks like a fermented pineapple.
This is we're going
Molded.
to watch 5 minutes of this because I
Fermented
can't
pineapple.
stand this. But Tim Pool being interviewed
Oh.
on Bill Maher's podcast.
So okay, so it's like a double dose.
It's a double dose. Fun for the whole family. Yeah, fun for the whole family.
Love that guy. person
Ugh.
said that I used to date Ann Coulter,
F.
I've heard that.
which is,
I've heard it.
okay, well, it's not true, and both of us would say that. Now, am I friends with her? Yes, and anyone who doesn't like that can go fuck themselves. I'll be friends with whoever I want. I think I proved that over and over
You're
again,
so brave.
including
Yeah.
with Donald Trump.
So brave,
You know,
Billmar.
I believe in talking to people.
Are you?
But it's not like I ever to either one of them give
Bill Maher believes in platforming racists and Nazis.
Oh yeah, he does.
Why do you think Tim Pool's there?
an inch on what my beliefs are. It's not like I'm taken in. I just think we need to talk to each other, and anyone who
Well.
doesn't want to do that. But you know, this idea that the image that people have of you is anywhere near what you really are. Yes, that got way worse in the internet age, but I think it was almost always thus.
Absolutely. Yeah. It goes both ways too. My fans think they know me based on seeing my face for, well, to be honest, I do like 5 hours of recording a day, but those that watch thing is, and this is true for people, but they still have this
Sure.
I hit
probably,
the wrong button. Sorry.
rose-colored glasses view of who I am.
It's not
and
like
what I
we missed
represent and
anything
stuff.
important.
Yeah, I don't care.
So better. You say rose.
No need to go
Yeah,
back and
they're
find
fans.
it.
And
Yeah.
so
But sometimes fans.
But all right, Tim Pool does 5 hours of fucking podcasting a day.
That's
Holy
a lot.
shit.
And to think he only reads the first article of like six, of six, of six or the first paragraph of 6 articles a day. Just think.
And then he guesses at the rest of the news.
I mean, about a month ago during my monologue, this had never happened in over 600 tapings of Real Time, but during my monologue, I see a guy in the audience with his phone out taking a picture or and I stopped the monologue. I mean, I just went, I walked over, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? There's no taking pictures here. And then, the audience laughed and I said, it's so disappointing when even your own fans are assholes, because like it takes a lot to get tickets to
What do you
Real
say
Time.
to
People
yourself?
write in and
Like, he's yelling at a person in his audience for taking his picture.
Yeah, that's
Come on, bro.
What a Dave Grohl thing to say.
Yeah.
wow,
and he
really?
was a fan.
That's why I don't
and
like
it's just, but like people can be assholes even your own. You can't ever be so purist as to think, well, the good people. I mean, that's one of our big problems, I think, politically. It's like this idea that we're the good people. We know what we know what's good, and anyone who doesn't agree with that,
I just want to point out
they're
that
an
they have a
existential threat to
giant
America.
bottle of Kendall Jenner tequila.
Is that what
they're
that
drinking?
818 is?
That is, I wanted to know what that was, and apparently that's Kendall Jenner premium tequila.
All right. That's out of place.
I like to think that a little bit of her bathwater is in there because I'm still a sleaze.
The more you know.
Okay.
Fettuccine, linguine, martini, bikini.
Tequila. Wait.
And that happens on both sides.
I agree, but it is a weird position for me to be in. I was talking to some friends before the show, and I was saying, like, I think that if you and I discussed policy solutions for the country, I'd probably be to the left of you. But
In some ways, yeah.
probably most
You
ways.
like Bernie.
I did.
I like Bernie, but I don't
Yeah.
want socialism in America.
You
I
know,
need more than what we have. We already have plenty.
but the issue is
That's not
today
what
I feel
socialism
like what
is.
defines someone politically is not it's not the policies they want, but it's what they believe to be true.
Correct. Exactly.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Matt Taibbi writes about this.
I'm a big fan.
What?
That is possibly the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And then to have another idiot co-sign like, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on.
I'm so glad we're
Run
getting
it
this out
back.
of the way.
Run it back. That was the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Someone politically is not it's not the policies they want, but it's what they believe to be true.
Correct. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt
Did he just
Taibbi
describe the
writes about
MAGA
this.
I'm a
platform?
big fan. He's
I
amazing.
think so.
Yeah.
And they call him far right now.
I sure don't agree with everything he says. I mean, I think he's wrong about Russiagate and a lot of other stuff. But
Oh, look at his
first of all,
face.
just-
Go back. Look at his
Say
face.
things that
Remember the
ma-
Russian thing? Remember when you got that fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars from Tenet Media, which happened to be a Russia front group, which was paying people to talk shit on Ukraine and to drive a wedge between the U.S. and Ukraine. And as soon as he said Russia, they cut to that fucking camera. He's like, oh.
Thing he says. I mean, I think he's
look,
wrong about Russiagate and a lot of other stuff. But
Jeez.
it's funny.
I think
He can
took a
say
little.
things that
Wow.
make me LOL. That's
Eat
I
a little
cannot
bit.
say that about many writers. Just the choice, like
Hey, Scott.
description of something in one or two words is just very often just priceless.
Hey, Gina.
But what were we talking about? Why did I bring up Matt
Oh
Taibbi?
my
What did he say?
What makes someone liberal
Oh
conservative
yes,
is what they think is true.
he writes so
He's
well
so
about this
dumb.
and about how
Stone is fun.
the modus operandi of news
might be
organizations
drinking. Yeah,
used to
he's
be
drinking too,
informing the public,
What a good comment.
and then it became audience stroking. How can we interpret this thing that just happened in such a way that our audience will give us likes?
Yep.
I like that. I
'Cause
like you said it that way. I like your point of view because that's what I already think, and I hate them, and so I like.
He's right.
That's his
He's
job.
right.
That's his entire job.
Is he trying to do like a Jerry Lewis impression there? Or what?
I don't know.
Maybe.
No one
Who
knows.
knows?
Ollie.
He's
It's,
not- He's not good at voice.
for a second, I thought he was trying to talk like me, but
Oh.
Don't
He
say.
doesn't
Do not
know.
say me. Do not say me. Don't.
me.
He is not. No, you are not. Do not start.
Yeah.
We will not foster this behavior
Yeah.
where you are the Trump speaker.
We
No.
gotta
No,
give
I
the-
am the Trump speaker.
No.
we gotta
I
give
have the
subscription.
elongatiest phrasings I can ever
We
do.
got a
is-
gifted membership. Paul Ewan, whoever that is, got it. I'm not sure who that is.
Hi, Paul.
He's a winner.
Hi, Paul. Welcome to the
Welcome
You
to
Congrats
the
win.
welcome to the pain.
pain, the
Welcome
pineapple.
to the garbage that is.
Yeah.
No, and
our
What an
political
episode to
system.
win your membership on.
it's just
I worked for ABC. Started a ABC New Division did a joint venture in 2014 called Fusion,
Wow.
and I was at Vice, and I moved over there, and then they told me that the new trend was going to be called mission-driven storytelling, and I said, "What does that mean?" And they said, "There's no such thing as objectivity. Everyone is subjective, so we're going to tell the stories that our audience wants to hear." I had a meeting with the president, and he was talking to me about this, and I.
Sure, he did.
You have to wonder how much of this is true, because it is true. He did work for Vice, and like during the Occupy Wall Street and stuff like that, he was like the guy on the street, and that's how he got his notoriety to begin with. But the president was talking to your punk ass.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
Like,
think
you might have
so.
oversold it there.
Seems
homie.
unlikely.
Probably a manager or something, right?
maybe other people had the conversation and you became wise of it, but I don't think they were like, Tim, what should we do going forward? Like, he didn't ask you.
This brand new reporter that we just hired.
The fucking camera guy. Like, he's not even like the dude. All right.
I said, "Does that mean if there is a news story that is true and important, we would choose not to report it because it might upset our audience?" And he said, "Yeah, I think that's fair." The company went bankrupt. They fired everybody. But this wasn't unique to them. They were chasing the trend. One of their marketing guys told me explicitly, "We want to maximize shares because we have to maximize views. We have to maximize views because we've already sold a set amount to the advertisers. One company bought 500,000 views from us. We don't complete that contract until those views are delivered. How do we deliver them? Angering moms. Middle-aged women who are angry share more than anyone else. So we're going to write stories that do that." That's actually
Not
what he
more
told
than
me.
me.
So it was social
I'll send my
justice. It
friends
was
that.
racism.
I just pictured my writers all guffawing just because I'm always I've had like a writer's room since 1993.
Oh yeah, I know. Bill Maher had a fucking writer's room.
Oh. You
He doesn't do his own
you
stuff.
can't cook up a monologue a day? All right.
Nope.
Yeah, he can't.
A week.
And a week.
Isn't
One
it?
monologue a
week?
week. Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
only does shows on Fridays.
This motherfucker is all this uptight and stuck up and nose up in the air, and this motherfucker works one day a week,
One day a week. Yep.
Yeah.
and you got a team.
And half of his show is just a panel.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah.
And he is always high.
That's what I'm
Oh, yeah. As
saying.
fuck.
You couldn't
He-
fucking
he-
just put the blunt
he-
down for 15 minutes and write up a fucking type 2. It's like a 5-minute, it's like a 5-minute, or it's like a 2-minute monologue with audience clapping breaks in there. Like you don't talk the whole time.
Yeah.
He did one interview last month that I actually wanted to watch, but I haven't wanted to watch anything he's done other than that. And that was with Cheech and Chong. The only reason I want to watch it. Just saying. So
If you blend 50% Cheech and 50% Chong, you get 100% Ollie Man.
kinda.
Ollie is the Bill Maher of Canada.
Oh, no.
so why?
How?
Why you gotta hurt the ones you love?
I know I'm white, but I'm not that.
He said, "Damn, I got some maple syrup on me at least." Like, shit.
All right, 30 more seconds, and we're done.
Thank God.
Politically incorrect.
Yeah, wow.
That show went on there. So
I was a little kid.
yeah, I'm sure. And it's, the joy of my life. One of the great joys is having a writer's room. I've said this before, but like Paul McCartney once said, I'd rather have a band than a Rolls Royce, and I'd rather have a writer's room. But a writer's room has always
In
been
a band?
me, the Bachelor.
No, because he already has a
and
Rolls
then
Royce.
like 10 guys who are married and are always making, like, just in the room, this is not going to be on the show, but like always just making jokes about marriage and how they don't get laid and they don't get blown. It's like it
Wow.
just never.
Telling you don't get married.
Well,
Wow.
it's everybody does it. I watch TMZ every night.
All right, that's
He's
enough.
He watches
jealous.
TMZ every night.
He's jealous. His writers in the room have wives and people that want to be around them on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And he's jealous.
Yeah. So
I'm sad now.
yeah.
He's a sad man. He can't get high enough to make the pain go away. He
So
can't drink on camera enough to make it all go away.
So you can imagine it just goes on like that for the next 45 minutes.
I got to be honest with you. I'm not that familiar with this Tim Pool fellow. Not that familiar with him.
The TLDR on Tim Pool is he is the guy who is 100% platforming anything and everything, claims to have these like libertarian views, but it's all ends up being right-wing talking points. He's always trying to have the free speech fight, but it's only to, get child pornography to be a thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's always this fringe, I'm for freedom, but it's actually, I'm into something gross.
Yeah.
Or I'm doing nasty shit. It's never, the two of them think of themselves as like centrist or libertarians or, we're just there. He's a younger version of Mar, but instead of having a drink and a blunt, he has a skate park on his enormous property. Like he has a personal skate park, and that's where he films his show. His band, he has a band. It's called Timcast.
Oh yes.
Like his fucking podcast.
Yeah.
It's the Timcast band. He named the band after his podcast. He's that guy.
Yeah, he so clearly wants to be like a cool guy, and
he never takes off the beanie.
He never takes it off
ever.
And he's a Russian shill, but like
and he's and as of late, him who was the other one? Rubin.
Yep.
Dave Rubin. Him, Dave Rubin, and Benny Johnson.
Benny Johnson.
They were all caught taking, Ollie, we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars per episode.
From Russia.
Straight out, and they all
Ukraine
were
bad. Russia good.
We're victims. We didn't know where this was coming from, and then like it all kind of died away. But yeah,
okay.
And
I mean, he may not have known. He's already a Russian mouthpiece, so that might have just been convenience.
And I'm willing to forgive people if they truly didn't know, but the only way they can do that is if they gave the money back, and I guarantee they didn't give the money back.
Oh, that money was spent.
That money gone.
Gone.
They're offering how much? I don't give a fuck if they're from Jupiter. Take the money. Like that's what he said.
Yeah.
Brought to you by
Okay.
Putin.
All right, so since there's two of them, oh, that's a pretty good shot of the two of them. We'll
not
we'll
bad.
Douche and scared.
we will do them together
Phrasing.
for raising.
Am I really informing
That's
you?
what she said.
No, I'm not. I'm misleading. you.
So we'll go Tim Pool first. Content, the words that he said.
Person, I got your coffee.
He said some stupid shit.
That was one of the dumbest comments ever.
Yeah. I don't know if it was super duper offensive. And like I said, I don't know who he is, so I couldn't take overt offense at things from his past.
He gives
But
Tim's a bad
dumb
name.
shit.
It's true.
So
Tim, you have a lovely duck on your face.
look at the duck.
Oh man.
we'll just do this one. We'll do this one.
Yeah.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Yay. Oh no.
Tim Pool can have the duck.
Yeah, you got the duck.
Just for the content was just for sheer stupidity, I give him an F.
Yay, F.
Yeah,
Next.
F, yay.
Yeah.
Bill Maher content.
F.
Same F.
D minus.
Just maybe.
I've heard
but F.
worse from him.
Oh yeah, he could say worse, but it's
So-
just you know who he is and what he means.
Yeah.
So
All right. Tim Pool
Beanie Shapiro. Ha.
delivery.
It was not a strong delivery.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
One slur in his speech, and the other one's tripping over his own tonsils. So I don't know.
That's true.
They're the opposite ends of bad
Bill Maher, he is so high that he can't remember the words he's trying to say.
and drunk.
That's true. Yeah. I think but is it offensively bad? No.
No.
So D minus.
D for
D
drunk and D
Yeah.
for dumbass.
Yeah. D's for both of them.
Okay.
S for stupid.
Wait, shut up.
You missed Gutfield on the afternoon show, Gina. Gutfield was there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Look at this. I'm gonna have to now.
No, don't. Poor Gina.
Why?
Poor,
Bad Gina. I don't want. This is
Poor-
bad enough.
poor Gina took a nap and then she woke up and I was playing Gutfeld. She's like, "Oh my god."
McKinnon, now I know you're a cheater, McKinnon, because I'm tied up, dude. I'm shooting blanks. So
Wow.
All right, just
Hooray.
learning stuff. All right.
TMI.
Here we are.
Jesus.
Presentation. We'll do Tim Pool first. The beanie, the hoodie, the jeans, the
D.
Nikes.
He's almost not D. He's failing to present.
I'll-
He's just ugly.
No, he is presenting the exact brand that he has built for himself,
Brother,
which is still
yeah.
stupid.
like he's
Yeah.
wearing the one pair of Vans that no one would buy at the store. Like these are the ones that are like on the model, you know what I'm saying? Like on the mannequin. Like he has a mannequin from PacSun's outfit on, or Zoomies. Like he's wearing a Zoomies mannequin outfit right now.
Yeah.
And you're 40 something, dude. Like you gotta stop. You gotta stop. Enough's enough. You're not skating right now. You're doing a show.
Tim Pool is 39.
Ooh.
And 3/4.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he over here trying to
And-
kick
and-
push like Lupe Fiasco over here.
C minus.
He's dressing 22.
I mean, he don't even have Supras on. Like if you're gonna wear, like I wear skate clothes. I dress like a skater. I wear fucking Dickies, graphic tees, hoodies, and skate shoes. I will be right back. I have to show off. This is how you wear a skate shoe.
While we
Okay.
wait for him to put Tim Pool to shame,
You guys agree like a D plus,
D.
C minus?
D.
I gave him a
B
C
plus, C
minus.
minus,
Like
yeah.
All right,
again,
all right.
it's fine. It's a casual setting. I'm not that
Yeah.
offended by it, but like again, it doesn't do anything for me. So it's
And Bill Maher's getting a C. He's just being average
He's-
there.
Yeah.
And I hate I honestly I hate the decor that he's picked for this room. It's ugly. So,
Yeah, it looks like
yeah.
it's being done in his basement.
Probably.
well, what
No
the
one's
hell's with
cleaned
the
up that
plastic
table
on
in
the
days.
chairs? What's with the plastic on the chair seats?
Bill Maher's old
So
Tim and Big and Me.
and big in you.
and
If
bigger
Big
than
Lee is
that.
Tim.
Come on.
Click the little picture frame over in the corner of my
There you
thing on the bottom. There you go. So these are some actual patent leather skate. If you were gonna skate, right? These are those. But if you trying to get on the show, brother, if you don't have chrome shoes, brother, with the sky blue, and I got them in, and I had some black and lime green, brother. If you gonna wear the skate, you gotta wear the skate. Don't wear the fucking basic pants from the fucking thing. Them has got your damn posturepedic goddamn inserts in them bitches. Like, come on, man. He's a poser.
Oh yeah, he's
That's
a
what
poser
I'm
for
getting
sure.
at, Ollie. He's a poser. And he's wearing my generation as a mask, and it's pissing me off.
So Bill Maher, C.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah. That's
Hold on. Back up the footage. Let me see them boots.
The boots?
What
Hold
the
on
fuck
one
is them
second.
boots he got on?
those ain't boots.
Yeah,
Them
there's
look-
shoes.
They
Dressy
look like a
shoes,
brown boot.
Let's see if we
patent
can
leather
find.
shoe.
He's got boots on.
Boots.
Maybe they could be ankle boots.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. I see a heel there.
Yeah, he wears heels a lot.
He does wear heels.
He's
I'm
short.
taking,
so he's
I'm
wearing
taking
heels all the
points
time.
off. There we go. There we go.
He's Tom
That's
Cruising
what's-
it.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Well, I don't
Oh,
think we
the
ever get
thing's
to
in the
see that.
way.
Yeah.
See, they're specifically positioning
They're
the camera
hiding.
so you can't see it.
They're hiding his heeled boots.
Yeah, you're never gonna get that shot.
All right.
Like-
I'm going to assume he's got high heels on.
He does. He does. He's a very short guy.
So maybe
gonna-
C plus.
Yes.
I think a
Lift
C.
him up a little bit.
See. See.
All right.
See.
Tim Pool vibes.
F.
F.
He's
Yeah.
dumb.
F for Russia.
F for Russia. Bill Maher vibes.
F.
D for douche.
Yeah, I think
Beef
F for,
douche.
F for douche.
you know him complaining about his writers all being married and he's a single dude is pretty cringe.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty cringe.
That should elevate his
brags about
score.
that
We
shit.
need to feel sorry for this rich white man.
Yeah.
Hell
Well.
no. Not today, not ever. Fuck him. Fucking works 6 hours a week. Fuck this
Not
guy.
even.
All
It's the
right.
show. I don't even know if the show's an hour long. So would he spend fucking in that 5 or 6 hours?
Or
getting ready
commercial
for it? I don't know.
breaks.
I assume the shooting's got to be like the shoot's got to be.
It's
a
on
couple-
HBO, so he doesn't
It's
get.
got to be
to
a couple hours.
Yeah, it's got to be a cut because, like, they, hopefully there's someone to warm up the crowd that's not Bill Maher, and then they actually have to like go through all the segments.
I'm Bill Martin. Okay.
This week, P.
Okay.
Diddy.
Hey,
Oh,
you guys
Fuck.
remember the president of the United States?
I sure
He's-
don't.
He's the
Squinty
president.
McDonald's.
That we elected him twice
Who
to
is
be-
we?
to be the America.
Who is the America?
America.
Yeah,
Americans.
the American voters.
I am
American voters.
Niger- I am
Raise
of
your hand
Nigerian
if-
descent.
Raise your hand in the chat if you voted for the Orange Man.
He was
There he is. Get
legally,
him.
This is totally not a trick.
legally elected twice
Ban them.
to president.
We
because-
will not banhammer you. No.
So here's what he had to say.
Have coined a new term called the taco trade. They're saying Trump always chickens out on your tariff threats. And that's
Yo,
why
time out,
markets
time
are
out, time out, time out. I'm sorry. Rewind it again. Rewind it again.
Mr. President, Wall Street analysts have coined a new term called the
Stop.
taco trade.
The fucking AI thought they said taco tray.
The taco tray.
I was like, ooh, taco tray.
Also, one thing I'll say before we continue this. My wife wants to point out how this is offensive to tacos. Tacos are
Okay, yep.
delicious.
Tacos
So-
don't deserve this kind of slander.
Tacos don't deserve it. It's really funny, but it's also very sad for tacos.
Also, you can try to
Which night
catch
tacos more often.
you could try to catch Janine Pirro over there expressing herself, but
Oh yes.
only from
expressing.
the nose down.
Yeah.
Nothing moves on her face at all anymore. All
They're saying
paralyzed.
Trump always chickens out on your
It looks
tariff
very
threats, and that's why markets are higher this week.
Botox.
What's your response to that?
I kick out?
Chicken out.
Oh, and then I chicken out. I've never heard that. You mean because I reduced China from 145% that I set down to 100 and then down to another number? And
You
I
don't
said
remember?
you have to open up your whole country. And because I gave
He's
the
so upset
European
about it.
Union a 50% tax tariff. And they called up and they said, please, let's meet right now. Please, let's meet right now. And I said, okay,
His
I'll give
ears
you
are turning red.
till July. I actually asked them. I
How
said,
can
what's
you
the
tell?
date? Because they weren't
The
willing.
orange
They're
paint
not. They're
thick.
not
And after
spray
I did
painted
what I
orange
did,
like
they
the
said,
space.
we'll meet anytime you want.
Mm-hmm.
And we have an end date of July 9th. You call that chickening out? 6 months ago, this country was stone cold dead. We had a dead country.
A dead? We were all dead
Wow.
6 months ago?
I knew something felt different.
Wow.
6 months ago, the economy was booming.
What was 6 months ago? November?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
November?
no.
We were dead?
Yeah,
You
November,
think?
we were all dead, yeah.
You really think in
Boy.
November we were doing that bad, huh?
Well, you were because November 6th.
We were stone cold
You
dead.
definitely were dead at that.
Is he
Something
talking about
died
winter?
right there? Something died right there the day you
6
voted.
months ago, it was the dead of winter, stone cold dead. This country was dead. It was dead.
Okay.
Boy.
You can't do the voice. Only I can.
No.
All right.
Here we go. Here we go. If you
I've
start-
gotten really good at it to the point where my family is upset with me.
Yeah, Dad, sign that. Look, this is an intervention. Your wife sent me a message saying if he tries to do it on the show, call me immediately. But instead, I'm snitching on her.
She's indisposed. Leave her alone.
So Mark, we may have a contender for you. Daily Blase does a pretty good Trump impression too.
Mm. A
But
battle
can they
royale.
do the hand motions?
He does. He does.
My hands are almost too big for this.
Any adult man or
Yeah, the country
child.
You got to elongate your words, and you have to mispronounce big words. And you've got Trump's voice down.
This country was
Wow.
stone cold dead. We had a dead country. We had a country people didn't think it was going to survive. And
Wait, hold on. All right, hold on. I gotta make a clip out of this. Hold on.
Zombies everywhere.
Everyone mute.
Everyone quiet.
16 on that fucking shit.
night, you call that chickening out? 6 months ago, this country was stone cold dead. We had a dead country. We had a country people didn't think it was
All
going
right.
to survive. And you ask a nasty question like that. It's called negotiation, but don't ever say what you said. That's a nasty question. Go ahead. To me, that's the nastiest
Oh,
question.
did they hurt your feelings?
He got asked about this comment that
Oh, they skipped through a little bit of that, but you get the gist. The president of the United States was asked, "Are you a chicken shit?"
Chicken bleep mother frogger.
I'm not a chicken shit. I made the country more alive than dead. It was so dead before.
It's like he tried to raise the dead, and then we all had to kill his experiment with a shovel.
he basically said,
not respecting the business.
I'm pretty sure he was watching his son play Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah. Mike, you have a problem with that. He yes, I agree with you. He's raising the dead. Nobody's killed it with a shovel yet.
It's still here.
It's still there.
It's still in the
Kill
house.
Kill it with fire.
Kill it. Frankenstein's monster. Ah!
Just keep whacking it. Just keep whacking
I'm
it.
pretty sure it's monsters plural, especially with his like secretary picks.
yeah,
Like it just
yeah.
keeps coming back. It can't go
I
down.
think I got a better one here.
45% that I set down to 100 and then down to another number. And I said, you have to open up your whole country. And because
And they said
I
no.
gave the
And they said, "Fuck
Union
you."
a 50% tax.
Up your ass,
tariff.
old man.
We're just gonna
And
trade with
they
Canada
called up
instead.
and they
Fuck
said,
you.
Please, let's meet right now. Please, let's meet right now. And I said, okay, I'll give you till Janine. I actually asked
To
them,
Janine.
they-
Janine.
They weren't willing to meet.
Janine.
And after I
Janine
did
and a
what I did,
half.
they said, we'll meet anytime you want. And we have an end date of July 9th. You call that chickening out? Because we have $14 trillion now invested,
What?
committed to investing.
14
when
trillion.
Biden didn't have
Promise.
basically anything.
The numbers just
Biden-
keep getting bigger.
This country was dying. You know, we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. I went to Saudi Arabia.
We're the
king
hottest.
told me. He said, you got the hottest we have the hottest country in the world.
He
right
called
now."
it a company.
Yeah.
Is that because of global warming?
Yes. And because Florida is spreading.
Yeah.
It started
Florida is
down in
in
the
the state.
southeast.
It's a disease.
It's leaking.
It's
Not
catchy.
spreading. It's leaking.
It's metastasized.
Months ago, this country was stone cold dead. We had a dead country.
And that's the bottom line.
You're in a
Because
country
Stone
people didn't
dead.
think it was going to survive, and you ask a nasty question like that.
It's so nasty.
It's called negotiation. You
It
set
could
a
have been
number.
so much
And
worse.
if you go down, if I set a number at a ridiculous high number and I go down a
Uh-huh.
little bit, a little bit, they want me to hold that number, 145% tariff. Even I said, man, that really got up. You know how it got? Because of fentanyl and many other things. And you added it up.
No, because you got into a
They
little
said, "Where
pissing
are
match
we
with a
now?
bigger
We're at
trade
145%.
partner.
I said, whoa,
Yep.
that's high. That's high. They were doing no business
Hold on.
whatsoever. And they were
Tim, pause it. Run it back like 2 left clicks.
Um.
Oh, you're on the sound. You have to start and stop. Yeah.
We were very.
Go back 2 clicks.
That
Guys,
really got up,
listen. Listen to how he's fucking talking. I think he's kind of separating from reality, and then he kind of comes back. I think he kind of drifts off here.
Does he disassociate?
Yeah, like
He's
I think
thinking about his Diet Coke.
He really kind of goes away for a second.
145% tariff. Even I said, man, that really got up. You know how it got? Because of fentanyl and many other things. And you added it up. I said, where are we now? We're at 145%. I said, whoa, that's high. That's high. They were doing no business whatsoever. And they were having a lot of problems. We were very nice to China. I
brain's
don't know if
fucked
they're
up,
going to be
man.
nice to us, but we were very nice
Yeah.
to
What brain?
China. And in many ways, I think we really helped China tremendously because, they were having great difficulty because
Great
we
difficulty.
were basically going cold turkey with China. We were doing no business because of the tariff, because it was so high. But I knew that. But don't ever say what you said. That's a nasty question.
Like
Go ahead.
he's not there.
To me,
dude.
that's a nasty
Nah.
question.
That
Wait a
was
minute,
not
wait,
like
wait.
it's.
Go ahead, please.
Sorry, I know that it's cut over, but in shame on MSNBC and CNN. Play the whole fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of the bullshit where I keep trying to explain to people that this motherfucker is not all there upstairs. And then they keep, you know what I mean? Because he talks in sound bites, they say, okay, we'll just take this 2.5 seconds. No, play the fucking 2 minutes where he is talking in circles and sounds insane. Unbelievable.
Well, I think
Hey.
Scott put it his best in the chat. It's like you could feel Trump is having the conversation with himself in his own head,
Yeah.
and then confuses himself about what he thinks he was talking about.
Yep.
Because he almost couldn't, like, you know what I mean? Like he swam, like when little kids can't swim very well and they go to the pool and they swim away from the edge and they swim back. He swam a little too far away that time and he almost didn't make it back over to the dock just in time. Like that was weird.
He was walking on the beach, forgot there was a drop off, fell in the hole,
Bunch of shells.
climbed out of it.
Neil
Fell
like,
back
you'll
in the
never be
hole.
Too stoned for this shit.
Stop
Hi,
smoking
Neil.
weed.
Never.
So Trump content, the words that he tried to say.
Words?
It was just
The
it was
bestliest
whininess.
words.
I'd rate it, but
It
it'd
was-
confuse him.
You can tell it immediately got under his skin. He was like, "What do you mean,
Yeah.
chicken? I'm not a chicken. You're a chicken. Fuck you."
What did you say? Kicked out? Chicken.
Yeah,
out.
yeah, right. Kicked
Oh,
out.
wow.
Nasty little
What
chicken.
nasty little chicken.
Nasty.
But
Oh, we should get a fucking t-shirt that has nasty little chicken on it.
Not that I
Nasty
support
little chicken.
AI manipulated images, but someone took that clip and put him in a chicken suit. And it was pretty good.
So
did.
F,
chicken
D,
banana.
D, F.
I was thinking D minus. I was thinking D minus.
You know what? Fuck him.
Overall
F.
dumbness.
He deserves to be on the fucking bottom.
Yeah, he's on speed dial. I went out enough ADHD vets to know what it sounds like when someone who doesn't eat it takes it.
He can't wake up in the morning.
They're trying to, because they want him to be zippy.
Yeah, yeah.
They want him to be on his ball.
Man, if
But-
they had drugged Biden, would have been off to the races.
Delivery.
Put a dirt and a rose over him.
Delivery.
Delivery.
Pineapple.
What?
Yeah,
You think it was that bad?
he is not there, dude.
It's because he's insane.
he is
Like he can't talk.
him is dementia.
You guys are pineapple happy.
Well, what the fuck do we have it for, Ollie, if we can't use them?
For
Have
the
you
absolute
seen this country?
worst of the absolute worst, and that what he's been worse than that. He's been
All right,
much
I got-
worse than that, and we only rated him an F.
I got it.
Fine.
I got it. I got it. Ollie,
Right?
I want you to think about it in this way.
Mm-hmm.
You're defending Trump.
No, I'm not. I want to give
You are.
You are defending
give him an F.
Trump.
You are.
I'm trying to put him down on the bottom of the shit
And you're
list
trying
where
to
he
lift him up.
deserves.
And you're trying to lift him up, Ollie.
You
But there's
lift him up.
This particular clip is not his worst clip.
Yeah, but it's
Agree
him.
or disagree? Agree or disagree?
It's pretty bad.
I would say it's not his worst, but like the president
So
of the
how
United
can you
States
rate it
shouldn't-
with her absolute worst ranking if you agree that it's not his worst performance and we've never given him a pineapple
Can he
before?
get the lowest
Just saying.
score? Can someone get the lowest score multiple times?
Yeah.
Well, then what's the
I'm not saying
problem?
they can.
I mean, didn't have pineapple yet.
I wasn't gonna give him
He's got to
pineapple
do
in the other
something worthy of
categories.
it. He's got to do something worthy of
He
it.
yelled at the press for asking him a question.
He called them nasty for calling
He
him
is
a
the
chicken.
fucking president after all. Like, we got to also put in context. He's supposed to be like a George Bush, an Obama, a fucking like a Clinton. Would Clinton, whatever, would he have fucking said it like, you know what I mean? Like,
imagine
he also has
imagine
a job.
Imagine Trudeau did that.
Oh yeah, good answer. Good
I
answer.
still wouldn't give him a pineapple for it.
If he called the press nasty for asking him
Yeah.
a question
Also,
and then made
his
up random
handpicked
shit
press.
about the deal that didn't even happen.
This is his
He makes-
hand-picked press.
That's true.
These
They're there
are
because
his
he wants them to
friends.
be there.
See now, I don't.
And we're on
He's
what
been
what
so much worse.
content?
He's been
Content?
so much. No,
Are we
we're
on content or delivery?
Delivery.
delivery? That's what I'm saying. We're
He
only on
slurred
delivery.
his words.
He did.
He did slur a couple of words.
The Adderall didn't even help that much.
It didn't even get him over the hump.
I'm just
He
saying.
was-
I don't.
We
think
saw
that
him disassociate.
All right,
Just
but I'll,
yeah, a little bit. But
I will also agree. Ollie doesn't have to give him a pineapple.
I was about to say he
Yeah,
just
we
give
are
him a
averaging
pineapple.
scores here. We're averaging.
But I'd like you to
scores.
support my use of the shittiest
Oh.
fruit upon the orange man.
Hey man, if one goes pineapple, we all go pineapple. I'm going pineapple with Mark.
I'm going
I just can't.
pineapple. It's
I
pretty
just
bad.
can't be there. Sorry.
All right.
Ollie the Trump lover.
Fuck you.
You must like the Queen of Canada. I'm just-
Presentation.
I rescind my offer to sell you my house.
Damn it.
Have fun in America,
Trump.
douchebags.
Trump, A. Give him an A. I'm sorry, Ollie.
I take it back. Trump's great. Please don't trap me down here with them. I want to get out. Oh, we have a super chat.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Kay.
Love
Air
you.
horns, please. Air horns,
So-
please.
Oh, Aaron,
Tim.
yes.
Hawk
Damn
it.
it, Tim.
You people sicken me.
Oh, what the fuck?
Sorry, that was the wrong button.
There, you know what? Give me the bender again.
You people sicken me.
Thank you, Kay, in the chat. $5. No, Ollie's
Suddenly, this is all about you.
Ollie's just defending the integrity of the ranking system. Man's got to have a code.
Thank
Flex, CA.
Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain that.
I understand.
Math.
I understand the ranking system having a code of ethics and a standard way of going about things. This bitch gets pineapple because I never got to give him a pineapple yet, and he needs
We're gonna watch worse clips. We're gonna watch
Are we
worse
though?
clips.
more pineapples. I got a whole truck full of pineapples back here. I could do this shit all day. Everybody
Ollie,
can get a
send me your
pineapple.
address. And I'm going to send you some pineapple.
You running low over
No,
there,
that's
dog?
all right.
We got plenty over here.
I saw pineapple soda in the store today when I was shopping.
Ooh.
I
Well,
should have bought it just for this occasion.
It's good with liquor.
it's very good with liquor.
Just saying.
So, presentation.
Arizona iced tea makes a hard
Ooh,
Arizona iced tea now. Just saying.
Who? Why is what's her name in the back there? Like that's just the president.
Because
Why is
this is the same little press thing where she got sworn in as a U.S. attorney.
Oh, okay.
She's counting the stars on the
She-
flag because she can't understand what she's doing there.
Well, I got to be honest with you. Botox. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, we're not rating her.
Distracting, though. Distracting. Like you can't look at the screen without.
Well, she's
seeing
in all
it.
the shots. She's
Yeah. So.
So Bob Dole.
Bob Dole.
Bob Dole.
Bob Dole.
Oh.
Brought to you by Bob Dole's Pineapples.
Wait a minute. Because Gina asked for it, I'm gonna have to sneak in here.
Don't do it.
What are we doing?
Oh, I know what he's gonna fucking do.
What?
It must happen. Nothing. Nothing's wrong.
Those uppity wits now. Right to choose.
Oh shit.
So Trump
Lord.
presentation. What are we thinking here?
That's his average look. He's not moving around, so you can't tell how infirm he is physically.
Is that the American flag on his pin? I know we can't really zoom in, but it doesn't
Enhance.
It might be.
enhance,
tell
magnify. While we're waiting
Enhance.
for Tim, I don't know if anyone else saw. Mr. Hegseth spoke in public recently
Oh no.
and had a new design for like the American logo,
What?
which was
Oh.
like
Oh, yeah,
a
didn't he have,
half
like,
circle of stars for like I think the 13 colonies.
What?
And I don't understand.
It was a pin?
It was like no,
Like
it
a
wasn't a
lapel
pin.
pin?
It was like an actual
On a shirt or
on his suit jacket, but it was bigger than a pin.
oh, like stitched in or like
That or like the top part of a like kerchief in his pocket that was showing not the 50 stars, but like a half circle of stars. I'll see if I can find it.
oh, I see something. Yeah, Reddit's asking about it. All right, Reddit, what y'all got? What is he wearing on his lapel? Oh, okay. Open image in new tab.
Open image in new tab.
All right. Pull image down here and switch. Enhance. Oh, what the figgity?
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
not
pin.
it.
It's not it? Okay.
Which flag is that? What is going on here?
It looks like two flags. American flag going one way and some other flag going the other way.
Why won't it let me look at the picture?
Why is Buttigieg there?
What?
Boy,
What did you guys do?
boy, what's wrong with you? That ain't no damn Pete Buttigieg. That's goddamn Pete Hegseth.
Oh, right.
The
Wrong
hell?
Pete. Wrong Pete. Why were you guys looking at Pete Hegseth?
Because we were talking about the lapel pin that Hegseth was wearing, but we can't find it now.
I see.
Nope.
We're looking
so
for it.
what?
I'll
what do we
look for
give
it.
Trump?
Just keep going.
Presentation.
Yeah.
What did we say?
See?
He's just his average self. See,
Yeah.
because he didn't have to move around or anything. We couldn't tell how infirm he was,
Uh,
or that he was wearing diapers.
Trump yelling at the
So-
press vibes.
That's where I'm like considering a pineapple. I gotta be honest with you. That
I got another
like,
pineapple
vibes.
right over here with his name on it. Pineapple.
Double
Vibes.
pie.
Pineapple.
That's what I'm saying. That's we can give him a pineapple for vibes.
I might put him back on the leaderboard.
Damn straight.
So we got more. There's more. There's always more. It never
Fucking
stops.
found it.
You got it?
It's a Facebook thing. Do we care about that?
No.
Okay.
No, well,
Sharing a Facebook thing, okay.
Oh fuck, where'd it go?
Ah, it is.
Nope, there it is.
It vanished.
Share. All right,
It's like
Mikey, I'll
trying
just
to-
send it to you.
Just put it in the private chat in the
Or
meeting.
present it.
You know what? Oh, fuck you.
Just put it in here.
I got it. I come on. The thing is, it's a link, and if I try to share the link, it's like fucking up. Let's see if this works here.
Okay. We need a better image of that.
Oh yeah, I got you. Got you, dog.
Apparently, it's the Betsy Ross flag.
the Betsy
Yeah.
Ross. Is that the 13 stars one?
This
yes.
thing.
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I don't know. Is that something people often wear for Memorial Day?
No.
Okay.
No.
So I'm not insane.
No, he's insane.
Okay. Good.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Don't let him make you feel like you're crazy. All right, so this video is provided to us by Mark.
Charlie Kirk going after Cambridge University.
Yeah.
And this is the section where he goes with a professor and looks like a jackass.
Okay.
And Charlie Kirk, by the way, is the owner, the person who runs Turning Point USA.
Tim's favorite website.
My favorite website.
Favorite website. Right behind Truth Social.
Oh, Tim, you need to get back in there, by the way. We need to see what's going on in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need you to go in there and take the temperature.
That could be a members only event. Watch us go into Truth Social.
Into the dark web.
Marvelous. Thank you. A very, very short question.
Can you turn it up?
Israel versus Hamas. Good guy versus bad guy. Russia versus Ukraine. Who's the good guy and who's the bad guy?
Both are bad. One is worse.
Which way around?
Russia is worse than Ukraine.
Okay, so why haven't we pursued that?
Just hold the mic. Stop putting it down.
It seems to me that in
the
whole of the current US proposition, that Ukraine is being the bad guy.
In what way? We funded Ukraine upwards to $200 billion.
Absolutely. But
we just signed a mineral deal with Ukraine, not Russia.
Yeah, but you are expecting Ukraine to give up 20% of its territory to someone who invaded it.
Well, is Crimea part of Russia or Ukraine?
Ukraine.
That's where we don't agree.
Well, I'm afraid that's part of international treaty. That's not up for grabs.
Well, it's interesting. I mean,
that's the point.
I want to go to Cambridge University.
Do they take wayward Americans?
Even Zelensky has said he's willing to give up Ukraine.
No. America signed the agreement that gave Ukraine Crimea.
Right.
When the Soviet Union ended.
Right. It was done. First of all, it never should have been done. It was largely ceremonial. But however,
ceremonial.
It was annexed under Obama. Yes, and it was a mistake. And it should be given back to Russia as a sign of good gesture.
Why did you bring
end
up
this
Obama?
conflict. But who's currently controlling Crimea?
his
Where was
fault.
the Russian Navy headquartered in World War II? Where was the end of World War II signed? This is very
doubting that. I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying that if we're being logical on what has happened, that you are now arguing against that flow. And I don't understand it. Because actually, why is Ukraine the bad guy?
No, I said they're bad. They're not the bad guy.
Yeah, well, you said they were both bad, but one was more bad.
Correct,
than the other.
yes.
So why is Ukraine bad?
There's a lot wrong with Ukraine. First of all, they're not a democracy. Zelensky refuses to hold an election.
Well, no, he can't hold an election.
Oh, wait, did Churchill hold an election during the war?
Because under his
bombing
constitution...
Hold on, Lincoln held an election during the war. That's not true. He can call an election. He can call a snap election. He's full dictator of the country.
No.
Because he knows that the people of Ukraine would kick him out immediately because he's deeply unpopular. In fact, if he wanted to show a statement to the world, he would call an election and win by 80% and say, see, I'm super popular. So that's number one. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with a person being propped up as a government we're sending $200 billion to that refuses even to face his voters.
Hey, Ukrainian citizens, everyone please form a line. Russia will not attack the line. We have on good authority that they will not bomb you if you stand in the line.
Yes.
Maybe that's why they don't do this during wartime.
Yes.
Fucking
Hey,
moron.
everybody, gather at this local center.
Stand at the town
Gather
hall.
here. Yeah.
It's all staying in one big pile. Fucking fish. Get in the barrel now. Fucking dumb.
All right. I got some numbers. So they did a popularity survey of how Zelensky's doing February this year, the 25th through the 27th. The only group that was excluded were Ukrainians living abroad, but they did include those living in occupied territories.
Mm-hmm.
The survey found that 52% of the population, and this is a sample set of 12%, 52% of those polled had a strong opinion of Zelensky, 30% somewhat strong, 22% favorable, and 31% unfavorable.
Yeah, let's all get into a pile to agree with what we already know.
So if we
because
just
Charlie Kirk will be happy.
If we exclude all the other groups that are like kind of like him to not liking him, he still has the majority.
by a lot.
And Trump didn't even get that to win, pointing that out. So, anyway, fuck you,
Anywho.
Charlie Kirk.
Wrong ass bitch.
Okay, I can't agree with you factually on that at all. I mean, constitutionally, Ukraine is not able to hold an election because it's under military law at the moment, and that's just a matter of fact.
Again, he can, as a prime minister or president, he could do whatever he wants.
You can't.
Not how-
an executive order and change the constitution.
Okay.
Neither can the American president either. So hopefully there's a bit of
He could even do a ceremonial election to see where he actually stands with the people.
I think we call those opinion polls.
Yes, and they're very negative.
Firmly ahead in the opinion.
Again, but you would agree that a person that holds on to power without the election of the sovereign is pretty questionable.
No, not in those circumstances.
Okay, then we disagree.
No, okay, that's fine. That's fine. But give me another reason why
They are the most corrupt country in Europe that never even met the most remote standards of joining NATO. Do not know where a lot of this money is going.
I don't disagree that there is a problem with corruption.
We didn't send a lot of
But the
cash.
most
We
corrupt
sent mostly
country in
old
Europe, not sure
guns.
about that.
We gave
I'd
them
have
our
to think.
trash.
I'd have to double or triple think about that, but they're very corrupt.
Okay, so that's a little bit doubtful. It's not absolute.
Well, I mean, well,
There's plenty of corruption around. I mean, let's face it. We are talking about comparison with some of the states you're doing business with in the Gulf.
Oh, of course, but we're not giving them money; they're giving us money.
Pause.
That's a difference, right? Saudi Arabia.
Oh, so it's fine.
Well, hold on a
So
second.
it's fine if you're receiving
Take
bribes.
money from corrupt.
I got
Could
you.
you
It's
pause?
fine if
Only
you're
knew how
receiving
ridiculous
bribes.
that statement is, you wouldn't have said it.
So this is from the Trading Economics Corruption Index, which I didn't realize was a thing, but it is. Guess who's on the bottom?
Saudi Arabia.
Ukraine.
This is for Europe.
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Russia.
Russia.
Russia has. Oh, okay. So we don't want to be on the bottom. We want to be on the top.
Yep.
Oh.
Denmark's on the top, by the
Oh,
way.
I was like, I don't know. I didn't know which way I was supposed to answer that.
Sorry, my bad. I should have explained the rules.
I was like, I
Denmark
lost.
has
Oh,
a
wait.
rating of 90 for being, and that high number, good number.
Okay, hi, good.
Russia has a
Hi,
22.
good.
Oh, that's a
And
real
then-
shame.
Yeah.
So I will give him a little credit. Ukraine is pretty near the bottom. They're sitting at a 35,
Better than
but
Russia.
they still beat out Russia, Bosnia, Belarus, and Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey's got Erdogan, so
The Germans always make good stuff.
Jesus.
So
I know.
anyway, correcting him some more. Fuck you, Charlie Kirk.
Yeah. I like how Charlie Kirk keeps getting backed into a corner and then giving up.
I guess we just agree to disagree.
I guess
Oh,
we
you
just
were
agree to
wrong.
disagree.
You
And
were
then
dead ass
and
wrong.
he's like, I'll have to triple or think about that. And the press is like, oh, you sound pretty fucking wishy-washy about that,
Since you know everything.
you dumb fuck.
Well, hold on. First of all, as far as morally acceptable,
Laughter.
you do what's best in the benefit of your country. And so, for example, we were allied with Russia during the Second World War, and I'm glad we were. And I would ask you,
We were not allied with Russia in the Second World War.
We just gave them stuff.
Russia.
Russia didn't exist.
Yeah, Russia. The it wasn't even the Russian Federation or the Soviet Union at the beginning of the Second World War.
Yes, it
because
was.
they had a civil war.
It
Didn't they have a
was it was
civil war?
the USSR at the start of World War II.
Okay. Was it World War One they had the civil war in the middle of?
Yes, they had
Yes.
they fought a civil war, and like I think 1917, that's when they pieced out with Germany.
Yeah.
And so I think the one they called the White Party, which was the imperial supporting party to try to restore
Mhm.
the
whites.
monarchy, and then the Reds, which were the communists. And rather fun fact, Britain and the US put troops in to fight for the imperialists and still lost.
But we did not have any sort of alliance with Russia. They were fighting on the Eastern Front, and we were fighting on the Western Front. We just sort of met in the middle.
Correct. We gave them a lot of lend-lease.
Yeah.
There was like there was an unspoken alliance to defeat Nazi Germany. Like that was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But until Germany invaded, we kind of hated them because they and Germany teamed up to spank Poland and cut it in half. So,
It's not. It's not like Russia was the good guys of World War II.
There have been arguments made that they killed more people than the German regime, but like that's like you're getting into semantics at this point. Like both sides are awful. It's not.
It's also not like Russia was like spent most of the war winning, because the Germans pushed them so far back that the Germans just their supply lines ran too thin and it got too cold. And
It's cold as fuck.
the Russians were also like burning their land as they retreated.
Yeah. Scorched earth policy is a really good policy when you're being invaded.
If you got a lot of land, hey,
Right.
we'll just build over here.
Listen, it's really easy to counterattack in Siberia. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
We got to start this up. Like I can talk about World War II for like 45 minutes. The last fact I'll give: when Germany invaded, they had 5,000 tanks. Russia had 22,000 and still got their asses kicked.
Yeah, Russia's still attacked with cavalry.
Yeah. So did Germany, but
they were out there. They were out there with in all the city centers on all the steps, just putting buckets of water down there. It's like, ha ha ha, Germans, ha ha. Let's see you get us now. The old Home Alone defense. Ice up them steps. Ain't nobody getting up there.
We're gonna just put a big pile of nails behind us as we retreat. They'll stab themselves.
What did he like? What did he put like a blowtorch on the doorknob? That little kid was fucked. Kevin McAllister should not be trusted.
No.
Nope.
Robot Chicken did a whole bit where like with competent robbers went into Home Alone. He's like, oh, don't touch that doorknob. It's slightly warm. Oh,
yeah.
There's some marbles there. Don't slip.
Yeah.
Just watching their stuff.
Oh, somebody put glue on these fucking steps. Why?
Oh, yeah.
How much? Don't forget. How much money is too much money to send to Ukraine? We're at 200 billion right now.
I don't think you have to send any more money to Ukraine.
We agree.
I think you have to agree to support them as a free country and perhaps sell them weapons, like you're very happy to sell weapons to less free countries. And I think Europe will pick up the slack, as we ought to. And I don't disagree with some of the comments about Europe not looking after its own security. I just don't get this approach, which was supposedly to end the war quickly, which now seems to be elongating it. And in doing so, it's throwing up a smoke of very variable facts, if they are facts at all, about how things occurred, which actually isn't helping things. And if people can't see that Putin is stalling, I'm just.
I agree with you. I think he might be stalling.
And therefore, and I think even your president has
He might
acknowledged
be. He thinks
he might be stalling.
That's correct. So we don't have a disagreement there.
No, we don't. No,
we just have a disagreement about the efficacy of tactics. And we don't know. And I'm willing to say we could be wrong.
No. Oh, well, of course we could be wrong in life. I mean we could all be wrong. But actually bringing that war to an end consistently actually isn't going very well. And I would just suggest to you that whatever tactics have been used are perhaps not the best. And they are certainly inconsistent with what's going on in the Middle East and how America has been treating parties in the Middle East. But I've had enough of your time.
Fair. No, that's a fair contention. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Well done, Professor.
And I will do a slight correction. Scott in the chat is right. There was actually an official alliance with the USSR after Germany turned on them.
Yeah.
So that did actually exist. My bad. I was remembering it wrong. So
just to comment on them putting the mics down, if I'm remembering right, there is a rule there where they're supposed to put the mics down when they're not speaking.
Oh,
okay. Still annoying.
It's probably the Trump rule.
So let's see if we can get a good look here at old Kirkson. Old nope. Who the fuck is that?
Look at that wild child.
Him talking to him is actually also really good, but we don't need to watch this for an hour.
Yeah. So Charlie Kirk, new member on the board, new guy on the board.
Another guy I know nothing about.
He is a Nazi.
Yep.
There's nothing else to say about that.
Okay.
Straight up. They just washed the Nazi. They just washed the Nazi and gave him different clothes, but he's still a Nazi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, on World War II and that China, United States, Soviet Union, UK alliance. China spent World War II getting its ass kicked. I don't know how much of an alliance China was part of there, because they were in the middle. They fought a civil war and World War II at the same time. Like the communist revolution was happening during World War II.
No, there was an uneasy agreement between the communists and the nationalists to fight Japan rather than each other.
Oh yeah, for sure. But they didn't start out that way.
Oh no,
Japan
they were kicking the shit out of each other before
Yeah.
that, and after for a long time.
Yeah.
So,
World War II is an interesting war. The first battle of World War II was fought between China and Japan.
Correct. Name that battle, Tim.
I forget. But the
Battle of the Raging Dragon.
Mark, I have a book called The Last Battle, which is about the very last battle of World War II, where it's American soldiers and French political prisoners
and German troops against the SS.
Yeah. That was an interesting book. They were defending a castle just outside of Berlin.
Correct. I've not read the book. I would love to read the book. Thanks for reminding me on that. I've watched videos of historians talking about that event.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating.
Hey, y'all. I don't want to be a distraction thing, but there was a castle-looking house for sale around me for like $400K, but it was like tore up on the inside. Like
worth it. Buy it.
I was like, man, I could do so much cool shit in here. It's so much space. I had like 7 bedrooms. I was like, but it's fucking just beams in there, man.
No.
It is rotten and shit. I was like, damn.
And you have cold winters like me.
I can have fireplaces abound. Ugh.
All right, Charlie Kirk. I said Charlie Cook.
He did get cooked though. So
he did get cooked. Oh,
Charlie cooked. Content.
Oh, so bad. Just misinformation everywhere.
He's so dumb. He I love how he tries to pretend to be smart, but he kept getting corrected.
Struggles mightily.
Yeah.
D.
F plus.
Delivery. He kept backtracking on everything.
Uh-huh.
He ended up
So
agreeing with the
wishy-washy.
professor. Yeah, he doesn't have positions.
He's a coward.
Mhm.
Just like Peterson. Afraid to actually stand on either side of anything because they don't actually know anything. They just know how to ask other people to defend themselves.
Or like when Ben Shapiro was talking to that more conservative BBC commentator.
Oh my god.
That's where the
it
clip's
made him
from.
rage quit. I was like, stop being a coward.
There are plenty of things that are bad and wrong, but it doesn't make them fascist.
That's from that interview.
Presentation. D again for delivery.
Yeah.
D for delivery. Presentation.
This is just like, I mean, the setting is
His haircut is stupid.
control. His haircut is very G.I. Joe.
He looks like Vegeta.
Right?
Vegeta? He looks like England.
No, he looks. His haircut looks like from the Munsters, the kid.
Oh, Eddie Munster.
Eddie Munster, yeah.
Looks like
That's
Is
a pretty
the new
good
level below pineapple expired pudding.
But I mean, it's the suit
Oh,
jacket
no,
and everything
pudding
like that.
someone
It's
didn't
all
eat.
right. So just on presentation, C.
Yeah, I think a C.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's a
Just
Nazi.
because we
D.
don't like his face. Just because
D
we
for
don't like his
Nazi.
face.
D for Nazi.
Vibes.
F.
Yeah. he was
I want to give him a
pretty ugly.
pineapple, but there's worse. So F.
Ollie yelled at me for using my pineapples earlier, so I'm not. Now
I can't use them anymore.
now I'm pineapple shy.
Pineappleists.
And
All right,
honorable
guys.
mention to the professor that just
Oh,
kept
yeah.
on cornering
Oh,
him
yeah.
perfectly. Right?
Yeah,
Tim, I
cornered
would try to
him with-
find his name, but
he cornered him with logical thought
Yeah.
in a memory of the last sentence.
All right, guys. You waded through the pineapple.
Oh
You've
God!
made it to
Did we
the
get
other
something
side.
good? Are we in the
So
good?
now,
Are
we
we in
get
the
something
good
good
place?
now?
We have another new challenger to put on the board.
We're going to the good
Okay.
place. Shody.
So this is an interview that Cody from Somewhere News did about some of the conservative ghouls out there, and this is on the Majority Report.
Shout out.
I'm kind of familiar with Cody. I have no idea who the other person is.
Tim, that professor's name is John Brown.
John Brown. Honorable mention, John Brown.
Honorable mention for the John Brown.
Yep.
Professor John Brown.
That's Emma Vigeland. She's Sam Cedar's co-host. She's the one. It's her voice that does that. They're calling her Rhino Taylor Green. That's her.
A little bit of one of your videos the other day.
It does sound like her, yes.
Hey, can I ask, like, how long does it take for you to put together?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I just put the 2 and 2 together.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
40-minute long, like very well produced, progressive YouTube. Like, I love the video essay format, but you churn out like a video essay format in way so quickly. It's incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, it's you know, it's rougher some weeks than others. We do try to plan ahead.
Yeah.
Because you know, it's like you're saying, 40 minutes, an hour. It's pretty heavily researched.
Is that
so
YouTube?
Right.
Like we have a whole process.
That's
from start to
I'm not
finish.
doing that.
Oftentimes,
Oh,
we'll
that's
come up with
that. I was
stuff
like,
that we
Tim,
kind of know.
what the fuck is
like,
video
it'll be
back?
What
ready
are you doing?
for a long time,
Not
and knowing
me.
that okay,
Not
when
me.
we film
Fucking
this,
moron,
even though it
we're
was written a
fucking
month
live,
ago, we can sort
dumbass.
of plug in current events and keep it
I
going.
stand down.
But you know, a Ben Shapiro episode or whatever, that's months of just sort of like packing in as much as you possibly can, and it's also the year or so before where all these clips are coming out and he's saying whatever.
Right.
So it really does depend. Sometimes it's just like, oh, something happened this week, we need to just do something on that topic, and our head writer will just be like, no emails this week, I'm just doing this.
It's
So it kind of
really
goes back and
well
forth.
done, and you're funny in it, but also providing everybody with all of like the information that they need on that topic. You mentioned Ben Shapiro. You've done some deep dives over there into that crew. What the hell is going on at the Daily Wire?
Nothing good, doesn't seem. It seems like they're falling apart. I mean, they're like all of their people are being fired or leaving. I know Jeremy Boring is gone because they're all losing money, because if you pump a bunch of money in from a billionaire for ideological purposes, maybe the output needs to be bringing in enough to sustain yourself. I assume it's because they wanted to be Amazon Prime was the problem, right? They're doing a streaming service, and they're doing like some like King Arthur epic show, and they're trying to do like the non-woke Snow White. And if you pump money into that and the product isn't very good, then you're not going to be making money from it. So it seems like they just wasted a lot of money on vanity projects and trying to be like the anti-woke Hollywood, whatever conservative Hollywood they wanted to be. And you can't do everything.
It also seems like that media, that old way of like, there was this, the internet and YouTube became a thing. Then creators started blowing up, and there were companies that were like, how can we monetize this? How can we create little mini companies that are about content creation? And the Daily Wire is one of them, but they had so much money backing it. But like, I'm even seeing this in sports media too, where it's just folks are more drawn towards just going to creators that they appreciate, and these independent creators with subscription models, whether it's Substack or Ghost or other ways that people are accessing that content. It feels like that is just more of the trend these days, and the Daily Wire guys are like, they're getting smacked by Candace Owens and even some of these other streamers, or Brett Cooper,
right? Everyone that they had for a while and then pissed off for whatever reason, and then couldn't make it work. Yeah, you're building up these personalities, and that's, you know, for better or worse, that's what people gravitate towards. And I'm sure people were like, well, Candace is saying this right thing, and now I'm going to go to her. Daily Wire lost me because they're not keeping up with whatever anti-Semitism is really big now or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think they just aren't, they like pumped all this money into a plan that wasn't going to work long term, it seemed. But they have the backing because their ideological project is the point, right? They're not there. They're not really there to like get return on investment in like the normal way. It's just sort of like if you put out propaganda for us that helps us in our ideological project, as opposed to just doing good work or whatever.
Yeah. I think that's right, and it'll be fun to watch how that unfolds. Back to the real news and the politics of the day. So I want to play this old clip of Chuck Schumer from a month ago, a little under a month ago.
Boo.
This is around the time that he completely caved on the continuing resolution and decided to give up all of the Democrats' leverage.
Hey guys, remember that?
What are you gonna do? You know,
we
Yeah.
will win.
Nobody wants to work these days.
It'd be really bad if the government stopped working and the government shut down. Oh, wait. The government already has stopped working because Elon Musk and the Doge groypers are slowly shutting everything down and making it non-functional and stealing all the data from our treasury. It's insane.
They got your data,
And
dumbass.
you also have to show, as we're seeing with Chris Van Hollen, you have to show strength. That's the only thing that these fascists know how to respond to. That's the only way that you can fight them politically. Schumer, but he's gonna fight. This is what he said. He needs time. Okay, so this was maybe it's been like 3.5 weeks since he said this. Maybe he's gotten there.
Look, this is an extraordinary moment. It does require extraordinary action. If he defies the Supreme Court, then we are in uncharted territory that we haven't been in for a very long time. And our entire democracy, this whole beautiful enterprise of democracy that we've had for over 240 years, is at risk.
Someone to replace him. God.
I believe that if Donald Trump should defy the courts, the public will rise up.
Oh yeah.
We will Democrats will fight it in every single way. And I believe autocrats only succeed, Kristen, if the public lets them. But
damn. Keep going. Keep going.
What about the Senate? Okay.
Yeah.
But if the public is so succeed, Kristen, if the public lets them. But if the public is so angry and takes action, and certainly we Democrats will, it will trigger a mass movement from one end of the country to the other, something that we haven't seen in a very long time.
I'm fired up.
Public.
Yeah. We're coming for you, whoever.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
I just love the outsourcing of it. The public will rise up. Dude, Van Hollen just pantsed you just by you know how you get the public to show up? By showing fight yourself. And I think that's under the dictionary definition of leadership.
It's so embarrassing and pathetic to just like let that happen and not address, because like, I mean, even to what your conversation a little earlier, you can't just be like, well, it's not popular, so we shouldn't do it, or it's not polling well, or you can't just put your finger to the wind and see what you should do if you don't have moral clarity and you're not trying to actually like get a message out with some sort of communication to like bolster public opinion or push back on it, or be like you're saying, it's leadership, it's communication is such a huge part of it. And if you're not pointing out why this is wrong or this is wrong or this is illegal, I know it's at this point it's like, but sir, that's illegal. It's a little like, yeah, everything they're doing is illegal now. So what's the point in saying it? But if you're not communicating that, then the people, they might do it without you, but you need to do your job, I guess, is the point. It's just very frustrating to see people in that actual leadership sort of defer to like, well, once the people get mad enough, once the polling says we should do something, we will absolutely do something. We promise.
But that's what democracy is supposed to be, which is supposed to be
All right, I think we went 8 minutes. I think that's pretty good. So, Cody.
Love him.
Cody of the Shody.
I thought for certain you were going to say Cody of the Shire. I'm like, that's a little
Shire.
We're not all hobbits.
Shire.
He's more dwarf-like than Hobbit. Come on now.
Yeah, that's an impressive beard.
That is an impressive beard. I wish I had that beard.
It's a substantial beard.
I could never stand to grow my beard. like that, or will it ever fill in that way? It would never.
It's like Nerd Al Borland.
I don't think so, Tim.
Thanks, Al. So Cody,
I think he dyes it though to get it that dark.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I mean,
How old is he?
He's got
How
some
old is
gray
he?
in there. He's our age. Well, not your age, Ollie, but he's our age.
Fuck you.
He's right under 40.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah,
us,
he's
Ollie.
got more. He's got way more gray in that than that. He Grecian formulas that shit.
I have 7 gray hairs, and I am 6 months younger than him.
Yeah,
I have 9.
I only have a like a smattering, and I would never like my hair is going grayer than my beard.
We've embraced the dystopian future that we live in. We don't gray as early.
Yeah,
Okay.
And
We
it's
know
the
we're
microplastics.
We're preserved.
Yeah,
for
we're gonna
future
live
generations.
forever.
so Cody is this guy.
I'm not eating eggs. I'm not eating eggs. I'm not eating eggs.
Honka honka, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Not.
But yeah, hear that I'm talking a bit about Ben Shapiro on the Daily Wire, and a bit about Senate Minority Leader now, Chuck Schumer, and his inability to do anything.
Yeah.
Charles Schumer.
So content on what Cody said, and what's the name of Sam Cedars' co-host again?
Emma Vigeland.
Emma, she's gonna get an honorable mention too.
For sure. Taylor Green.
Oh, yeah.
Brenda would like to report that she does not have any gray beard hairs.
Okay. You want some? I got some extra. Here.
Oh yeah, that's what I love. Other people's beard hair.
Right,
especially
yeah.
the gray
Just
ones.
trim a little and put it in the mail. That's not sketchy.
Ollie,
at all.
sending
There you
your
go.
beard hair through the mail makes you a
Oh.
sociopath. I'm just putting that out there.
That's an easy way to get on multiple lists
Yeah.
at once.
I just wanted you to have a little bit of me.
Just take a little bit of my DNA with you.
Carry me with you.
Put a super chat in the chat if you want Ollie to send you beard hair.
Don't do it.
I will send beard hair for a super chat. You're damn right I will. But you see, I'm not going to send it directly to you because I'll send it to our producers and let them forward it on to anybody else.
Mikey, you're about to get so much hair in the mail.
I am sending all that shit back, and I'm sending it back with a brick in it, so that you have to pay the postage on the way back to teach you a lesson. Don't
You
send
have
me
to
no
pay the
goddamn
postage
body
on the
hair.
way back.
No,
Just
I'm
send-
return
Ollie-
to sender with the thing in there
Return to sender.
with a brick in that bitch.
Oh
He's gonna get beard hair in the mail. He's just gonna call like NSA and be like, someone from Canada is sending me beard hair in the mail.
Now we can invade. Oh, that's not funny.
So Cody, content.
A as usual.
Yeah.
A for
solid
Apple.
Yeah, I think he's pretty on point there. Delivery. Send your DNA.
Oh, they already got it.
Gina and Michael. Oh, she was on MSNBC.
Oh, that's cool.
That's funny. It's
But-
weird that people are starting to grab the independent media people and starting to drag them onto their network shows.
Sam Cedars been all over the place too lately.
But he used to be an actor and a writer. So
Yeah.
Can we get him on our show? That'd be awesome.
honestly,
Maybe.
Sam thinks everything that we kind of already think. I'm not really interested in talking to Sam. He's too
Yeah.
like Emma. Yes,
I just want to be friends with him, though.
It should be the other way around, Mark. You see, we should go on the Majority Report, and
Yeah.
that way we'll get the views.
like why
you
isn't
know?
Emma asking us to come on?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the question.
Emma, we'll come on. Just
Yeah.
invite us.
Just send us a
We'll come on.
Discord link.
We will stop Ollie from sending you hair.
If you want the hair to stop, you'll send the damn link.
This got really creepy really
If
fast.
you want the hair to start, if you want the hair to start,
I think I know why Emma invited Cody onto the show and not us.
Because he has Wormbo.
Because we're jackasses.
He has almost 1 million subscribers. So
And Wormbo.
like and subscribe.
like and subscribe.
Anyone watching right now, like and subscribe.
get us
We need
to
1 million
1,000.
subscribers so we can get on the Majority Report.
if we get 1 million subscribers, the Majority Report will have to stop ignoring our love letters.
No longer the Majority Report, the Minority Report.
And then Tom Cruise will go into the future and listen to the dreams of a kid in a pool.
Wow.
So delivery, we never actually got a letter on that one.
B plus.
Yeah,
I think
a B
his
plus.
actual performances on his show would get an A.
Yeah,
yeah.
B.
This is a more informal setting.
Yeah.
Presentation for Cody. Now we know Ollie already thinks his beard hair is fake.
I didn't say fake. I just said he colors it. He colors
No pineapple.
Now that is a mandolin back there.
Yeah,
it is. I would also like to point out that is his personal setup, and his mic is too close because he was popping.
I think it's the Majority Report. Their shit is so compressed.
Yeah,
it
is
pisses me off.
I was getting a lot of P's and the T's were popping hard. It hurt my ears a little bit. So.
They're compressed to bejesus over there. I don't know who sold them their compressor or who trained them. Like I almost sent them a couple of emails like, hey, as a tech thing, not trying to tell you what to do, but turn it the fuck down, brother. Your thresholds are all off.
Love what you're doing. Keep doing it, but stop peeking so much.
You are crackling.
But other than that, I'd give him a solid B plus for presentation.
Yeah. I like the
I like the mandolin in the back and the picture of the family and stuff like that, right?
And a money plant, a money tree.
Yeah,
is that what it is? Money tree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like that his hair is just like that all the time.
Yep.
And it's not a bit. And
send the super chat. I'll shave my head.
How Ali? Okay, so don't just like Ali. You got to specify how much.
Yeah. Okay. $50 super chat. I'll shave my head.
And this is
Mikey. You said we can't donate money ourselves to the show. Right?
No, that is number one rule.
No, you guys can't do it.
I bet we can pull enough money together, Mark. I'll put in 25 and you put in 25.
Now hold on a second.
All right, my wife's got another YouTube account.
Oh wait.
Let me go get her.
Wait.
Gentlemen, we did not work so hard to get monetized just to troll each other. We have larger goals.
I don't know what you've been doing.
So Mark, I don't know if you saw this or not, but the chat put in enough money to make me listen to the audiobook of Jordan Peterson reading 12 Rules for Life, his self-help book. So I have to do that and then do a book report on it on the Book Revolution podcast. The same time Mikey reads bastard. his book about birds.
This one
that Tons of Mice got him. Yeah, his book about how all the birds are fake.
Curse you, chroma key. Oh, it's upside down too. Birds aren't real. What's the subtitle is what cracks me up. Hold on. Birds aren't real. The true story of mass avian murder and the largest surveillance campaign in U.S. history. This is a documentary.
I like it.
So, now I have to read 12 rules, or listen to 12 Rules for Life.
Yeah, and it's Jordan Peterson reading it.
And it's Jordan Peterson reading it. Luckily, it's not a very long book, so it'll probably only take a couple hours, and I might go to like 1.5 or 2 times speed.
We gotta set a goal to get him at half speed.
How much money did you raise to get that?
About 30, 35. Yeah. And they also suggested to me reading Maps of Meaning, which is his other like more philosophical book, and it would take a lot more money in the super chats to get me to read that.
The thing is, if you keep offering to do it for money, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. And Mikey's very afraid that I'll get radicalized by listening.
Yeah, they're gonna ruin our Tim. Keep making him listen to this shit.
Tune in next week when Tim goes on Truth Social for real.
Tim just comes in with a fucking 3-piece suit on, his hair parted to the side, and he's just being a douchebag. I'm like, God damn those fucking audiobooks.
Son of a bitch.
Delete the book, Tim. Delete the book.
The Bin podcast is preempted this week because Tim's on Bill Maher.
I have to see the whole week solo.
So finally, vibes for Cody.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Hey, vibes.
It made me feel all right.
The chest hair gives him an A.
Yeah, I'd be willing to give him an A.
S.
An A work.
I don't. No, not S tier.
S for hair.
S for hair.
That's what Tim wants to say real bad. He wants to say S in all categories, but he's trying to hold back and letting us.
I'm trying to be impartial.
Trying is
he's
a
not
very strong word.
He's not one of my representatives in Congress, so I'm not going to be like he's the best ever. But
you're not going to stack the deck.
I'm not going to stack the deck.
Okay.
So
even though he does.
He
loves this. He loves to stack the deck, and then as soon as he figured out that I was stacking the deck back against him, all the fucking the names I was called.
So somebody does a $500 super chat, and I'll shave my head live on the show.
No.
We're not
You
exhibition.
already offered it for 50.
Well, that's me doing it sometime in the past, but live on the show, $500.
Gentlemen, I have one more video for us. It's a short one.
I thought we were
only
done.
2 minutes. We're not done. Two minutes.
Ah.
Don't worry. It's still good. It's still nice. It's AOC.
Okay.
It's AOC.
Rhino
Everyone loves
Taylor
AOC.
Green.
AOC and who?
Just AOC. Just AOC.
And Satan.
Like,
No, we already did Donald Trump.
Yeah, right. No, it's AOC and Janine Shapiro.
Oh
no!
It's AOC and Benny Johnson. For 90 seconds.
Thank you so much.
Asmongold.
I thank the ranking member for yielding his time. 13.7 million Americans. 13.7 million Americans are the number of people in this country whose health care are going to be stripped in this bill. Now, Republicans are going to try to tell you every single distraction in the book from that essential number. I want people at home to understand that Medicaid and the federal matching funds for Medicaid can make up 30 to 40% of some of the state budgets that we have going on back in your home. Republicans have put this bill together, rushed it together in a matter of hours on the back of a napkin, shaking it, walking out of the White House, and brought it right here to this floor. They are defunding Planned Parenthood. They are ending tons of Medicaid coverage for 13.7 million Americans, including Affordable Care Act coverage as well. And if you want to get an abortion and have a silver plan on a healthcare plan that you paid for, you will also be affected by this legislation as well. Also, allowing suppressors on guns to be deregulated to some of the largest amounts that we have seen since the 1930s. This is just a Christmas bill.
I yield the
gentlelady
to 30 seconds.
And so I want people to understand.
Man, they came in fast when they started talking about guns.
Who is sure what is in and not in this bill, in this process that has been this rushed, when you wake up in the morning, you will realize that you voted to defund Planned Parenthood and to take away health care from 13.7 million Americans. And when this country wakes up in the morning, there will be consequences to pay for this. And I yield back.
So a quick little 2-minute speech there from AOC.
Madam President.
Yeah, this was during the all-night session that they had to pass the budget through the House. It was like the 2 a.m. vote. That's why she's dressed in a hoodie.
I was wondering because that's like she's sleeping over in the corner. Clothes, right?
Oh yeah, no, they all had to pull an all-nighter.
So
she said, "This how I sleep at airport delays."
Yeah, exactly.
Get the neck pillow going, some AirPods.
This is how we sleep at JFK.
And I can't remember what the actual term is. It's the term where a child is like considered an adult and can work.
Age of
emancipation.
No, it's. I don't think
15?
it's dependence. It might be dependence. Anyway, whatever that term is, the new bill from the Republicans would lower it from 18 to 7.
18 to 7.
So if you're 7 years old, you are able to go to work.
Yeah.
Get to work.
Yo, they were like, I know what'll make us money: child labor.
Yeah, I know.
Child labor.
because they're getting rid of all the people who are doing the work. So, you know, if you
they refuse to pay millennials, what we want. So,
yeah, we already quit all our jobs once.
We'll do it again.
So, yeah, we'll do
I'm
it
down.
again. I'll quit.
We'll
I'll
go
quit
live
the
in
job.
the woods. Fuck y'all.
I'll quit a future job I don't even have yet.
Ooh.
So, yeah,
I'm gonna get a new job and quit that bitch.
I'm gonna get a job just to quit it.
You're hired, and you're like, fuck you, and walk.
You bitch. Slap him in the face with the
Hey,
application.
Kim, I'm going to offer you $50 to do this job for me. Fuck you, I quit.
I'm gonna go through the whole onboarding process, and the next day I'll quit.
Oh man, I had people like that. I couldn't understand. I was like, dude, I would have stayed for at least a week. You know, watched all the boring ass videos. You might as well stay.
I'll do all the e-learning, sign all the paperwork.
If
now
you
pay
really
me my
wanna-
$300. I'm out.
If you really want to hurt a company, you stay for the full 2-week training.
Yes.
And
yes.
then leave. Because they get zero value out of you for paying you for 2 weeks.
And you had to get you were like light load, you know what I'm saying? Because they had the trainer there with you.
Yeah.
Human resource management exists solely to stop that from happening.
Yep.
Anyway, AOC, we'll do this one quick. Content.
Hey,
yeah, she was her normal. Just I'm gonna hit it right on the head.
Delivery.
Delivery. She's a little bit flat for this, so I'm just gonna go with a B+.
Oh, she hasn't slept, so yeah.
Exactly, she was a
B+.
bit flat. So
A for Mikey.
A for Mikey.
Because she asked for, you know what I mean? She cut in to get in there. You know what I mean? She elbowed her way in there in street clothes and yo, I need to say something real quick. If you sneak this through in the middle of the night, the people will wake up in the morning and figure out what the fuck you did. So keep that shit in mind.
Vibes.
Hey,
yeah, she was right on the money with what she was saying. And listen, you guys are just gonna fuck everybody.
Oh, they already have. It's like this is just gonna make it worse. Fucked times 2 or fucked.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That was our last video. Let me do a quick calculation here with the old Trumpster.
Did Trump get himself back into the bottom 5?
Yeah,
that's what we're trying to find out. What's his average here?
If he turns himself into jail, I'll give him an S.
Oh yeah, I'll put him on the top. We'll watch more content. Let's do it.
He'll
That's why he's doing Alcatraz. He just wants a Western Mar-a-Lago on an island.
Yeah, he's gonna redo the inside of Alcatraz, make it a luxury prison for the luxury people. He's gonna put a golf course in.
I was just about. It's gonna be the most magical miniature golf course you've ever seen.
Yeah, and he's gonna retire there.
Be a big Al Capone head that's opening and closing.
That shit gonna look like Verdansk on fucking Call of Duty Warzone. Is what that bitch gonna look like. It's gonna be motherfucking swinging from the rafters.
All right, so we're gonna do the top. We'll do the top first. No change to the leaderboard. So from 5th to 1st, it goes Bernie.
Yeah.
Tammy Duckworth, Senator. Congresswoman Underwood.
Yeah.
Congresswoman Underwood. Then Congresswoman Representative Jasmine Crockett at number 2.
Woo.
And as always, top of the list forever.
The GOAT,
John Larson.
John Larson,
John Larson from the list.
season 2 GOAT, who will never be touched.
The problem is when we get to the playoffs at the end of the year, you're going to be able to find a different clip of him.
Oh, there'll be more.
There'll be more.
Good.
It might not be as good though. It's hard to beat what he did.
I mean, it might be the Jim Cramer effect, where you had, last season Jim Cramer was like number 2 forever.
Lashing the pain.
Yeah.
Well, Jon Stewart last year, number 1 the whole season. Multiple times he was just top of the board. Then the clip we watched at the end of the year wasn't quite there.
Should we make a playlist on YouTube and then set up a post and do a poll and do it that way?
Audience participation.
Yeah, let them vote on
wild card candidates.
Okay, why you got to make it more complicated? Let's get this part done. You talking about let's add in extra? What? No.
Well, we could add a poll during our shows that we're doing right now that lets them give them the same ranks we're trying to give them for each of these categories. Can't we?
We're not trying to have that much audience
polling.
participation.
That's a lot of polling. I'm just saying for
They're
like
already
the
in the
end of
chat.
the. I'm saying we select who makes it to the playoffs, and then they can vote on who wins the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's like
a parliament.
Okay.
That's like a November problem.
So we're like the hosts of American Got Talent decide who gets into the competition.
Correct.
And then everybody else votes at the end. All right.
Correct. And then they can call, if you want to vote for Trump, call Idol 001.
And on that, get the fuck out of here.
Any change at the bottom of the board?
Yeah, bottom of the board. We got a new 5th place. Donald Trump squeezed in just under JD Vance.
I'm sure he loves that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He loves being
me, father.
He loves being over JD Vance.
Thank you, Gene. My dog is cute.
You know what the perfect gift for Melania to Trump would be? A pair of Chesterfield pajamas. Just saying.
What's a Chesterfield pajama?
A couch. If Chesterfield is a couch.
Oh,
I thought it was a sex position. I was trying to figure out.
I was like, is that a certain kind of fabric?
I was like, I know what a Winchester is. Is he making a Winchester joke?
Chesterfield spree.
We all just ran in opposite directions and sprinted, like just no.
I think all our friends in the UK got what I was talking about.
It's like we all put our hands in and said, "Ready, break," and then all went in opposite ways.
Everyone know what they're doing? Yeah.
Yeah, fucking. Oh.
So yeah, number 5, Trump. Number 4, Elon.
Boom, boom.
Oh wait, here we go.
Love that guy.
Number three, Jordan Peterson.
P.
Not particularly.
Yeah, Mikey, play it.
He can't.
What?
Oh, he's
Sure I
trying.
can.
He's gonna do it now.
Sure, I can. I was like, you know what? Tim's not showing no goddamn screen no more. I'm getting back in this bitch. Let me get on my sticks.
Mail him your soundboard.
First things first.
Sucking us dry and
God damn it.
Oh, did you guys hear this one?
That was loud.
Yes.
That was the sound of a fucking U-Haul truck exploding because it had a propane tank in the
Oh
back.
shit, I saw that. That was insane.
That's the sound effect.
Right after the Amazon truck. Oh shit.
Good times.
I don't like Elon Musk. I'm gonna say it 50,000 times.
Jesus.
And then Peterson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not particularly.
And then number 2, RFK. I don't think we haven't. God,
I
forbid
am
we
not
ever
putting
had
his
RFK
nasty
clip.
throat on my shit.
He'd be like,
I think we need hydrochloroquine. I can't.
God,
no
I
one
don't
can
know.
do that voice. I don't think that's impersonatable.
And at the top of our list, the worst of the worst. I don't think this guy's ever going to be beaten either.
I think it's a really major mistake and an insult to me.
Wrong guy.
Oh, I gotta put the 6B.
Yeah.
I gotta get that.
Yeah. Greg Gutfeld.
He's so funny.
He's so funny. Greg Gutfeld. He's so funny.
Wait a minute.
That's what he looked like. He looked like that little boy all grown up. Wait a minute, boy. Oh, and also I was watching some Fox News earlier on the headliners. Scott was my guest. And it was funny to see Gutfeld bemoan the manlyhood of other people whilst drinking from a coffee mug that is, I shit you not, a poop emoji.
Wow.
What the fuck do you know about manliness when you have a poop emoji as a cup?
Well,
on
he's so used to his own shit.
On national TV, when everyone else has the 5 branded mug to be part of the broadcast, and he's sitting there with a poop emoji like a fucking 11-year-old.
Oh my god!
Like, it is so hilarious. Ugh.
Is it though?
They're just it's. I can't believe people watch that shit every day. That's why people get sucked into this like dumb shit bubble. It's because they're like, oh, Fox News, I like watching the news. I don't want to watch the regular news. I'll watch these guys. That is not a news program. They are some dumb motherfuckers in there. So if you didn't see the show, Sans Tim, then check it out. It should be in the playlist.
Go there and watch it. Here, and I have the clip of the U-Haul exploding. Just so everyone can get.
You always do that.
I always do that.
Quick, look at Tim's. Oh,
it's my desktop.
There we go.
Quick, look at Mikey's stuff. Wow.
Oh, you got to take it back a little bit, man. You got to take it back a little bit.
It doesn't go back that far.
And once you see this video, it's hard to believe the driver walked away with only minor injuries. We want to warn our viewers the explosion can be shocking to watch.
Pretty good bomb.
There it is. You
propane and propane accessory.
That's a different angle than the one I had.
Yeah, that is a different.
It's a different house. I think that's the neighbor's house.
Viewers, the
explosion we're like one house down the street
to watch.
God damn! That motherfucker exploded.
There was
hazard pay.
There was a U-Haul truck, and then there suddenly wasn't.
Yeah,
it disapparated.
So that was a U-Haul truck. You sure it wasn't just a truck?
I mean, it was a rented box truck.
It's a rental truck.
Okay, we actually have a company up here called U-Haul that has a brand name that sells.
Yeah, no, we have that too. Yeah,
we too. Yeah.
So,
I'm
but
sure it's from here.
I think it's one of those things where, like, everyone calls the adhesive bandages Band-Aids. We all call the rented box truck U-Hauls because that's just what they are.
Kleenex.
Yeah, Kleenex.
Family Guy does have the best bit about U-Hauls. Need to move? Never drive a big truck before? U-Haul's the thing for you.
All right. Thanks for watching Unboxed Politics. It's been great.
Have you ever been wrong? I was like, no.
Our ratings are 100% accurate. By the way,
exactly, 100% accurate.
Damn right.
So we're gonna go now, and I have to take apart my desk so I can move it.
Oh yeah, this is the final.
Bye, Tim's house.
Bye, Tim's house.
Next week when you see me, I'll have a different background and/or a green screen. So
yeah, he's moving to Kentucky.
I'm not moving.
Just paint the wall green. You will thank me. Just paint the wall green.
It's not a terrible idea.
It really depends on where my desk ends up being.
If you need to paint the kitchen wall green, then it gets painted green.
No, I'll have my own office studio.
Whoa. Things are going well. Things are going well in the Bristol household. I'll have my own studio. What are you, Pete Hegseth? You're gonna spend $50,000?
I'm gonna paint it gold. It's gonna be a golden office. Much gold. The best quality gold. You haven't seen gold like this.
I accuse Trump of being a queen because he does fly around everywhere, just bedazzling every room he walks into.
I think gold is valuable.
Here, we converted another one.
Hey.
I'm pretty sure it's because I picked up my dog and my dog was cute.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Zero,
come back and bring your friends. I have another dog that I can show off.
So
tune in next week when you can see all of our pets. I guess we should show off for the pets.
I
boys, homework assignment. I need pictures of your pets on my desk by Monday morning.
Okay.
AKA in the group chat, and then I'll put it on Patreon.
Wednesday it is.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a member video. We'll just be like, "This is my
Should
dog."
we make a dog calendar?
Yeah.
A pet calendar because I have 2 cats, and we might run out of months.
Dogs.
So we got January,
how many animals
February.
you got?
7.
You got 1.
Just Boomer.
Mark, you got 2, right?
2 dogs. I also have a snake. If you want to have a snake,
I got 3. So we're at 8.
All right.
Brenna's got like 16 cats. I think we're
good. Tell her to Hunger Games that, and then the winners get to be.
She'll have a fashion show to see who wins.
So like and subscribe
for a cat fashion show.
Fashion.
If you like cat fashion shows, like and subscribe. And go to patreon.com/vinpodcast and become a patron or become a member on YouTube. It's the same thing. You get all the same content. We
double everything to make sure.
We have a video that we're going to play at the end of this that says thank you to all our members. It is now at this point wildly inaccurate because there's so many more members than when Mikey made the video. But
I got to make a new one this weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna try and update it like every month just so that everyone's included. But thanks for your time. Thanks for being a member and whatever. Now let's get out of here because I got to
see you tomorrow for the Friday Night Social, our collab with Politics Social UK.
I may or may not be there depending on if I have internet.
You won't.
Bye.